Hi guys! With the mi50 graphics card getting cheaper, I also wanted to get my hands on one of these. I bought a version that was already cross-flashed to an AMD Radeon VII so that the video output of this graphics card is supported natively. I want to share my knowledge in handling it, so if you consider purchasing one of these cards or already have it and want to make some changes, this video may help you doing so. First of all, I have to say that I'm not responsible for stuff you do with your hardware and graphics card, or if things don't end up like they did in my case. So if you just plug and play the crossflash card, it will work and consume under full load around about 180 watts. But MSI afterburner will not work. If you want to see a workaround, just skip the next minutes and continue at 3 minutes 40. If you want to see my full troubleshooting, continue watching, because there are some things I had to learn before I was able to use the card in the way I wanted it to work. To avoid thermal trouble, I replaced the card's heatsink with this beauty. Then I installed the card on my computer and did a clean Windows 11 installation. Using the AMD 25.8.1 driver, everything worked without a problem. But soon I recognized that the efficiency of this card is not that good. Running the card with the stock settings, it reached 5300 points in the superposition benchmark. So it's similar to an RTX 2060 Super, even towards power consumption. It shows that the efficiency of this card is not that good. To improve it, I installed MSI Afterburner to adjust some settings. Sadly, it turned out that the program doesn't work properly on this card. My idea was to flash a normal Radeon VII V BIOS. Somehow, AMD VB Flash was not able to complete the flash. I think this is due to some things regarding the driver. Having a CPU with an iGPU, I decided to remove the graphics card from my computer and install Windows again only using this iGPU. I set the iGPU as primary video device and turned off Windows updates before I reinstalled the card. I double-checked the settings and downloaded a Radeon VII V BIOS from TechPowerUp. Without an installed video driver, AMD VB Flash opened up. I saved the current V BIOS and flashed the downloaded one. And after the reboot, it was possible to install the AMD driver for Radeon VII card. Finally, even the curve editor in MSI Afterburner works. I did a superposition benchmark with stock settings and with a slight overclock. Here are the results. I don't know why, but with every V BIOS I tested, which was different from the stock one, the card's video output loses its function. So you mandatorily need a CPU with an iGPU or a second graphics card to continue working. If that's fine for you, voila. But I want to use the graphics card with the working video output and a good efficiency. Luckily, I found a YouTube video named Comparing Radeon Pro 7 with RX 5700 XT and Titan V, Unlocking Overclocking from Mirsk, link in the description, where he mentions a way to do that in a subordinate clause. I tried it out and it worked. By only installing the MorePowerTool, I found no way to tune the settings of my Radeon Pro 7. But with adding MUSCs to registry entries, the tool will recognize your card and you can change some. In my case, I changed the TGP to 120 watts and increased the VRAM speed. I also did some other changes, but I think these didn't change that much. I ran the superposition benchmark another time and tracked some parameters to see the graphic card's behavior with the power limitation. Under load, The VRAM has a frequency of maximal 1100 MHz and the GPU works between 1400 and 1550 MHz. So it is possible to increase the efficiency of this card. Reducing the power consumption by 33%, the computing power only dropped by 12. With a power limit of 120 watts, the performance is equal to an RTX 2060. But it has more VRAM and the power consumption is way lower. Now you can decide how much you want to spend on a used crossflash mi50 card. Thank you for watching.